An Israeli court has lifted a gagging order preventing the country's media from covering the case of journalists accused of revealing classified information to the press. It concerned the controversial killings of Palestinian militants in the West Bank, reportedly against the Supreme Court's ruling. The case has sparked major debate on media freedoms in the country. RT's Paula Sleer investigates.
The Israeli media reported it as another West Bank operation in 2007. 2 Palestinian fighters killed in a shootout, one of them 25-year-old Ziad Malaisha.
But here in the village of Jabba, in the Palestinian West Bank city of Jenin, a different story is being told. Ziad's family believes the Israeli soldiers came looking for him with the goal of bringing him back dead.
Ziad Malaisha was a medical student who headed up the West Bank branch of the Palestinian militant group Islamic Jihad. His father says it was a role which destined him to die.
Israel was never committed to the international law. They brought 500 soldiers to kill my son. They surrounded the house and shot him dead. There is no way that one boy can be such a threat to 500 soldiers, so they plan to kill him. Not all the operations that Israel is doing in the territories are known to the Israeli public. If people knew, they would protest.
But little protest is happening right now in Israel, with public attention instead focusing on the journalists who broke the story. In 2006, the Israeli Supreme Court ruled that deliberate assassinations by the army were illegal. But in 2008, classified military documents leaked to journalists indicated that Ziad Malaisha's killing and more than a dozen others were deliberately planned assassinations in breach of the court ruling. It all began when a young journalist, Anat Kamm, copied 2,000 secret documents onto her computer during her compulsory military service. She gave them to Israeli journalist Uri Blau 1.5 years ago.
I believe that she did a service for Israel. I believe that she did not damage the security of Israel, but rather that she actually helped the security of Israel, because among the documents that she leaked were the military plans for Operation Cast Lead, which became the Gaza War.
Anat Kamm says she felt compelled to make the Israeli public aware of what the army was secretly up to. But not everyone agrees with what she did. Anat Kamm is facing charges of espionage. Some are calling for her to be put behind bars.
When you steal 2,000 papers from the army, it's not because you want to improve the army, it's because you want to make damage to the army. And army is not something artillery. It's real. When she's making damage to the army, she may threaten my life and my brother's life and my friend's life. Okay? Because we are in the army.
At the center is Uri Blau, the journalist who received the secret files from Anat Kamm, who's in self-exile in London. His editors at one of Israel's leading dailies, Haaretz, say they're negotiating a deal with the Israeli authorities to allow him to return without being arrested.
For the foreign media, it's freedom of the press. For the Israeli media, it's about information security in the army. If you read the print tablets, this is mostly what they're concerned about. I think you're right in the sense they're trying to take away the attention from the original story, wanting to send a message to reporters and to would-be sources, saying like, don't mess with us.
It's a message the Malaisha family understand all too well. They're not even thinking of legal action. They just want their son's story not to be forgotten in the media storm. Paula Sleer, RT, Jabba Village, Jenin.